Today on Unpacked, we're gonna play a little drinking game. Just not nearly as fun as maybe the ones you played in college. I don't know. So what we have here today are 3 different 750 ml liquor bottles. We have an aluminum, a glass, and a plastic. What a beautiful noise. So these are just 3 different ones that we found. We do not have any of the information specific from the manufacturers. So what we set out to do was to say, hey, based off the information we can gather, based what we can measure, observe, industry standards or averages, which of these packages is the most environmentally friendly, has the lowest environmental impact, based off an LCA. So what we did was we did a life cycle analysis, again, based off of what we can kind of measure and observe, amongst these 3 bottles, with our friends at Trayak, using EcoCompass, the software. And the inputs are, things like the weight, the material. We used like a 30% average recycled content here for the glass, a 73% average recycled content for the aluminum, and a 100% average recycled content for the plastic. This is an amber. Those are just based off of some of the data that is kind of an average. So anyways, with that, what I want you to do is we're gonna take a second and I want you to look at the screen. We're gonna put 3 triangles up and I want you to match the color of the triangle with the aluminum, glass, or plastic bottle that you think it corresponds to. So, begin. All right, how did you do? Is this what you did? Ah, you'd be wrong. Just kidding. This is actually what we came up with from this LCA study. And you might be thinking to yourself, one, either I agree or I disagree, or why did you get to that? So there's a few factors that we're looking at, right? And in those triangles, you'll see that fossil fuel use, global warming potential, and water consumption. And you can see the glass obviously showed up as the worst offender in this case, and the plastic was the best. But why is that? And it's largely due to the material inputs. If you look at this chart here, the energy and the process used to create the materials themselves, glass by far took a lot more than aluminum or plastic. And I don't know every single input that goes into the raw production of glass frit, but based off of industry data and industry average, that's what came up. So it creates this really interesting question. And, I think we think of glass as being very friendly. In a lot of cases it is, but it is very heavy. It is very energy intense. And that's where its challenges are. It does a phenomenal job of clarity and visibility while giving strength. It provides incredible resistance to oxygen and moisture and things like that, the barrier properties. But there's things that it doesn't do well, and that's just really largely from a production standpoint. Apart from the molds being very expensive and very time consuming to produce, like there's a lot of challenges. So anyways, I'm curious how you did. If you agree or disagree, let's have this conversation a little bit in the comments below. Love to hear your thoughts. I hope you enjoyed this version of a drinking game. You're probably not feeling a buzz. That's okay. You shouldn't be, because you're probably at work and you shouldn't be drinking at work. Thanks for watching Unpacked. We'll see you next time.